Have you ever left a conversation just feeling completely emotionally exhausted, as if someone has taken something from you? Maybe you've experienced jealousy or criticism or resentment or even manipulation. And most people will respond to this kind of treatment by asking the question of how do I actually protect my energy? But today in this video, I wanted to suggest a different approach. What if protection isn't actually the highest level that you can reach, and there's something far more powerful that you can do to shield yourself? What if you could actually become the kind of person who transforms negativity into something that would serve your growth? Because if you can actually do this, then other people's behaviour will start to lose its power over you. Many of us unconsciously imagine ourselves as containers. So someone may say something hurtful and then we will absorb it, or someone may be envious of us and will absorb it, or someone may criticize us and we'll absorb it. And then over time we start to believe that we are carrying everyone else's emotional baggage. But what if this is just the wrong metaphor? What if you are less like a container and actually you could be more like a filter? And filters don't keep everything. They separate. They allow some things through while filtering out the rest. And this can completely change how you move through the world. And when someone speaks to you, there's always two things that are happening. So there's what they say, and then there's what their words reveal about them. And sometimes criticism can be useful, and other times it can reflect someone's fears and frustrations and insecurities. So the challenge is just being able to differentiate between what actually belongs to you and what belongs to them, as not everything that will reach you deserves to be internalized as your own or stay with you. We often say sometimes that someone gives us bad energy, but actually after the interaction with that individual ends, we do have different choices that we can make. So we can choose to relay the conversation all day, or we can think about whether we're going to let it decide how we actually see ourselves and whether we're going to carry this into the next interaction that we have. Learning to notice these choices is not about pretending that the hurt doesn't exist. It's about recognizing that we do have agency to decide what we nurture after this moment has passed. Wait, can I give you a paradox? We've been talking this whole time as if negative energy is just something that other people send out and that we receive. But what if this is only part of the story? If you think about it, have you ever spent hours trying to think about whether someone was jealous of you? Whether someone did secretly dislike you, or whether they were sending negative intentions your way? And if you notice what happens, the more attention that you do give to these questions, the more space you allow for them to occupy in your mind. Secretly dislike you, or whether they were sending negative intentions your way. And if you notice what happens, the more attention that you do give to these questions, the more space you allow for them to occupy your mind. So here is the paradox. If you do spend every single day focusing so intensely on negativity, then is this just another way that negativity can affect your life? And if your mind spends every day scanning for hidden threats, then who's really directing your attention? Hold on to that question, because it completely changes what transmuting negative energy might actually mean. And one of the biggest shifts that I ever experienced was just realizing that not every misunderstanding needed my correcting. And sometimes peace grows when you stop carrying every emotional burden that you encounter. And that doesn't mean that you become indifferent, but actually it means that you just become more intentional. But maybe that's actually incomplete, and the goal is to build a life so grounded in purpose, inner stability and values that you stop concentrating so much on other people's behaviour. And here's the question I simply cannot answer for you. Does negativity become less powerful because you've mastered it, or because you've stopped giving it a central role in your life? Those are not necessarily the same thing, and perhaps the people who seem the most resilient are not necessarily constantly thinking about projection. Perhaps they are simply too focused on creating something meaningful to let a difficult encounter become the main focus of their day. What do you think? And so I genuinely would love to hear your perspective. Do you think it's more important to protect your energy, or become the type of person who can meet challenges without letting it dominate their attention? And leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, because I really do think that there are thoughtful arguments on both sides. And if this video did give you a new way of thinking about emotional resilience, then I would really appreciate you giving it a like and also considering subscribing to my channel. Here we explore the psychology behind many different topics such as confidence, self-worth, emotional resilience, and also other things like healing and feminine energy, and also how to build a life that's directed by your opinions of yourself rather than other people's opinions of you. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I love you, and just remember that you are capable of achieving absolutely anything.